Have a great day, anatomy and physiology students, especially the BSOA students. Well, as you noticed, I am not in class today, but I am giving you a lecture, an online lecture based on YouTube that will cover our class today. For this morning, we will be having an online lecture on the respiratory system. Okay? This is supposed to be the system to tackle last week, but because of my appointment with administrators, I wasn't able to deploy this class. So by now, another thing came up, and I am on my medical checkup because of a very, very painful shoulder and cough. I will be seeing my orthopedic doctor for some test. That's why we cannot miss class today. So you are still advised to spend your class time wisely. Now, I will be deploying this lecture Sunday night that will serve as your lecture for Monday morning. And for the rest of your class period on Monday morning, you can spend the time already starting your final exam requirement, the PROS output, which is located at the back part of your green book. Remember that will serve as your final exam requirement. Now, I have already posted a deadline for this and other remaining schedules at your GC. Please do check this one so that you will be guided accordingly with the last few meetings that we have for General Anatomy and Physiology or the GANAP course. Again, this is Sir Noy Gonzaga, and we will have our lecture number 7 or lesson number 7 today about the respiratory system through online classes. To start with, okay, let us have the reflective passage for our lesson. Psalm 80 verse 18, it says, breathe life into our lungs so that we can shout your name, O Lord. So basically, we need air in order to speak, and then we need to speak in order to let other people know how good God is. So proper breathing will also make a good singer. Proper breathing will also make a good speaker. That's why respiratory system is basically one of the most important systems in the human body. So what is the respiratory system? Okay. Let me adjust. Okay, that's better. Here are the parts and function of the respiratory system. So you can see here the basic parts of the respiratory system. You have the nasal cavity, the pharynx, the larynx, the trachea, the bronchi, the bronchioles, the lungs, and the diaphragm. We will discuss each of these as our lecture goes through. So first, you have the nose, okay? The nose is used for breathing, okay? Inside our nose, there are hairs, we call it as cilia, that is for straining and cleansing the air that goes inside of our body. Another purpose of our nose is for smelling, so that we can have the ability to decipher what kind of things are we encountering with. Okay, so our nose example, you will smell a dead rat, you will smell a rotten food, then you are warned that somewhere else there is something that is not normal in the area. Okay, now the nose is also contrary to what you do not know is it is an accessory and confirmatory organ for tasting. So, example, the mouth cannot taste, and the mouth can taste, the nose will validate this one. Example, for chili. If the mouth tastes this and this is very, very hot, and the nose will have a very bad sensation when it smells the chili powder, then confirms that what you're holding is the chili powder. So, accessory organ for tasting is also the nose. And then voice modulation. Do you know that your nose affects a lot? the way you speak. That's why when you have runny nose or you will have sinusitis, rhinitis, your voice is changing right away. So these are actually the functions of the nose. Next, you have your pharynx. So this is your pharynx. Okay? So the pharynx, when food or fluid enters the pharynx, muscle contraction, swallowing reflex pushes it towards the esophagus. So while it is also trying to compress the food, it is also pushing down the food so that it will reach the esophagus. Okay? Now, when you touch the pharynx by a finger, this can cause nausea and vomiting. Meaning, if you put your mouth inside your nose and you will go to that area, to that pharyngeal area, if you reach that, you will feel nausea or vomiting. Kasukaon ba? Okay? So, sometimes we do that in order for us to what? To excrete what is not good that we have eaten. So we encourage nausea and vomiting. So that is the function of the pharynx located here in this area. Third, you have the larynx. Now, the larynx, okay, this is your larynx. Where's the larynx? Okay, I think this area is the larynx. Let's go back a little bit to the slide to identify where is the larynx. Here is your larynx, this area. Okay, now when it was enlarged, it became like this. This is the larynx. Now, the larynx is known also as the voice box or the Adam's apple. Now, if you're a gentleman, you will have a different kind of neck compared to the ladies because you have an Adam's apple, like this one. Ladies usually don't have that. Okay, and then this is also called the voice box. Okay, voice box because voice is produced in that area. The primary function is to prevent choking when the epiglottis closes as we breathe and open when we eat. So the larynx controls the food, controls air that goes into the lungs, that it will not be mixed with food, so that food will not go into the lungs, which cause aspiration, adunlan, or air will not go to the stomach, of which it will result into kabag or butod. Okay? Now, the secondary function of the larynx is to produce voice. That's why if we want to produce a high voice, a low voice, a mid voice, it is the larynx that we control, dear students. Now, going further, you have the trachea. So here is the trachea. If you can see, this is like a garterized and oblique, or shall we say, rolling structure. Trachea is a common term for an airway through which respiratory air passes in organisms. By invertebrates, it is held open up to 20 C-shaped ring of cartilages and may also be known as the windpipe. This structure pumps air into the lungs due to its much clearance. So from the nose, it will be placed into the trachea. The trachea will push it harder so it will reach the lungs, and the lungs will inflate, and you will have air to breathe. So this is the last passage before it will go directly to the lungs, pressurized passage so that you will have air in your lungs. Okay. Next, you have your bronchi. Bronchi are the stems here. Okay, there are bronchi, this one, that connects into the different compartments of the lungs. A bronchus, or the plural is bronchi, is a passage of airway in the respiratory tract that conducts air into the lungs. No gas exchange, or shall we say, no breathing happens in the bronchus. Rather, it's air that is being pushed by that is being distributed into the lung area. This is minimizing pressure. Di ba? You notice from the trachea, grabe ang pressure dire. Ngayon, di ba? So pag abot diri sa bronchus, it's the work of the bronchus to control the air going in so that the lungs will not explode because of the very high pressure that is present in the trachea. Okay? So you can just imagine how God created our lungs. There are control measures wherein it cannot destroy the lungs when there is high pressure or low pressure in the area. Next, you have your lungs. So this is your left lung, your right lung, and then inside, this is considered as the breathing organ of the body. So this is the organ of respiration in humans. Humans have two lungs, with the left lung being divided into two lobes and the right into three lobes. The lungs houses the alveoli, which is the primary part of the part that converts oxygen to the needed circulation. When you breathe in air, it's not still the air that is being used in the body. When you breathe in air, the lungs will still what? Will still create a solution or an ideal solution for air to travel in our body. Remember, air is composed of nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, and other gases. The body needs only oxygen. So the lungs will separate the oxygen and it will be distributed into all parts of the body. Now, the lungs houses the alveoli. This is the alveoli, this one. And these are the small grape-like structures wherein air is being stored before it will be distributed to the body. And let us see the alveoli. Yes, these are the alveoli. So in the alveoli, there goes the red, that is the clean blood vessel, and the blue, that is the dirty blood vessel. So the dirty air from the body plus the clean air from the nose will be mixed, will be cleansed up, and will result into a cleaner air that will be distributed back to your body. We call this as the gas exchange. So the alveoli are the final branchings in the respiratory tree and act as the primary exchange unit of the lungs, meaning dirigid na iaga katabo, no? It happens here when the dirty air is converted into clean air. Okay? It is not happening in any part of the lungs, rather in the alveoli. So pagkabot diri ang higko nga hair, parang dirty nga air, tinloan sang lungs, mahimo siya nga clean air liwat, and it will be sent back into the system together with the air that you are breathing from your nose. Okay. Now, so let us review again the parts of the respiratory system. You have the nose, okay, or the nasal cavity, the pharynx, the pharynx, okay, the larynx, the voice box, the trachea, the pressurized tube, okay, the bronchi, the controlling tube that enters the lungs, then the bronchioles, this is the smaller bronchi, and then the lungs, of which inside the lungs you have the alveoli that stores air, wherein there is the cleaning of the dirty air and the inclusion of the air that we breathe from the nose before it will be distributed to the human body. This is the diaphragm muscle, okay? This pushes the lungs so that air will come out to the system. Now, you can always hear diaphragm from singers. Okay, again, the same diaphragm that is pushing the lungs, okay, so that high tones and low tones will be reached, is also this diaphragmatic muscle that is here. This is a muscle actually, the diaphragm. Okay. Now, what do we mean by gas exchange? Gas exchange, I will simplify this one. This is the exchange of the dirty gas and the clean gas. The dirty gas is the one used by our body already, and some of them are excreted to our nose. And the clean gas are the one entering our nose and those that are being cleansed up by the body. So the main duty of our lungs is all the dirty gas inside our body will go to the lungs to be cleansed again, to be placed with oxygen, to be made healthy, and it will be returned to the body again. So that is basically what you call the gas exchange. So galibot na siyang hangin sa bilog nga lawas. Okay? Now, pag dirty na, ibalik anay sa lungs. Okay? Pag na-clean na yung lungs plus the air inside that goes inside our nose, it will be returned to the body. Okay? With oxygen. Remember, oxygen is the food of the cell together with glucose. They form the ATP. Okay? So this is the main reason why the lungs is very important, because of the gas exchange. Again, gas exchange happens, okay, when the dirty air is returned to the lungs, cleansed by the lungs, and then it becomes healthy and clean again. Okay. Now, so here is your inspiration. When you say inspiration, dear students, this is inhale, putting air inside the nose. So when you inhale, it is understood that your lungs are also becoming big. Okay? Okay, your lungs is becoming big. Okay, when you exhale or expiration, the lungs is also becoming small because the air is also going out. So inspiration is another word for inhaling, haklo, okay? And expiration is another word for exhaling or buga. Okay, so those are the two structures wherein we put air inside our body and put air outside of our body. Now, here we have some problems related to or reflexes that are related to our respiratory system. Sneeze. Okay? Pangatsi. Why do we sneeze? Mangatsi kita. Okay, sneeze happens when the body clears the lungs from phlegm and debris by air pressure in the nose or nasal cavities. Kung may bara-bara dira sa lawas ta, pag na-feel sa aton yung brain yung hindi makasulod ang hangin diretsyo into our body, automatically the brain signals the respiratory system to have a sneeze so that it will what push everything out or everything in, will clear the lines so that air can be transmitted directly from the nasal cavity or the nose to the lungs. Sabi, no? God is really wonderful in doing this one. Cough. It clears the lungs from phlegm and debris by air pressure in the mouth or in the nasal cavity. So sneeze, pag sa ilong, ang kiniklear ng ating brain. Cough, pag nasa baba, ang kiniklear ng ating brain. So actually, sneeze and cough are just the same. It's just the sneeze is on the nose, in the nose, and cough is in the mouth. Okay? Ang pag-ubo at pagbahing. Sneeze is bahing or pangatchik ang pag-ubo. Okay. Going further, hiccups, sikdo. These clear the lungs from phlegm and debris by air pressure in the nasal cavity. Another way to clear the lungs. Yawn. Okay. Ang yawn naman is, the yawn is helping. Example, there is a time wherein the air you inhale are not all healthy and the lungs needs more air. Yawn is a big amount of air swallowed by the mouth to meet the needs of the lungs by a very, very large scale. So kung dako-dako, bilang kinanglan sang lungs na air, amo na gapanguyab kita kung kisa, no? Because yon is the tendency wherein there's a big amount of air that will be carried to our body. Laughing, ang pagngiti, ang pagtawa, clears the nasolaryngel area by releasing pressure to the nose and the mouth. Do you know that when you laugh, okay, there's a great tendency that all the barrings from your larynx, no, all the disturbance from your larynx will be removed, and then you can breathe well. How about crying? Crying is the one that is releasing the pressure in the pharyngeal area and in the tracheal area. Hindi naman niya mag-cry ka, kaka-clear ang aton pharynx, ang aton niya trachea. Mag-laugh ka, kaka-clear ang aton niya nga laryngeal area or larynx. Mag-yawn ka, a lot of air enters the lungs right away. Mag-hiccups ka, it clears the lungs like the sneeze. Okay? And when you cough, it clears the lungs from the mouth. So these are the actions that you need to know. Nagkakatabo sa aton. When you do this, you are not sick. When you do this, these are actually actions the body is letting you do when it needs something to be cleared or needs something to be increased or needs something to be checked in our respiratory system. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now, let us now talk about respiratory abnormalities or yung mga hindi magagandang nangyayari sa ating respiratory system. Okay. First, hyperventilation. When you say hyperventilation, breathing becomes deeper and more rapid. Ang normal tanga breathing in 1 minute is 12 to 20 breaths per minute or cycles per minute. Kung magsobra na ng 21, that is called hyperventilation. Kung mag-lower than 20, lower than 12, that is called, okay, lower than 12, that is called hypoventilation. Now, in hyperventilation, ang tendency diri the lungs will become tired. In hypoventilation, ang tendency diri is the lungs to become what? Ineffective or struggling because of a lower amount of oxygen. So, it is very vital nga dapat ang ato nga pagginawa sa isa ka minute, okay, is only 12 to 20 cycles per minute. So, try. Hindi siya pwede. You cannot measure on respiration because madaya ka eh, mag-invento ka sa imo pan. So, let your classmate test your ventilation. Let them hold a clock for 1 minute and let them count how many cycles per minute of breathing. Breathing is one up. That is one. That is two. Okay. In 1 minute, if you have 12 to 20 cycles per minute or breaths per minute, that is normal. Pag 21 na hyper na siya, meaning the lungs is what? What do you call this? The lungs is over infused of air because there is really a need for air to come in, or pag lower than 12, the lungs is struggling because there is low amount of air inside that is coming in. Okay? How about COPD? Ginatawag naman ni siya kung kisa nga lung prelude to lung failure. Magkamalo ka nga sa COPD, may asthma ka, may bronchitis ka pa, may ara ka pa sang bronchoectasis or ang pagka-defective sa imo mga alveoli. Okay, these are actually 4 diseases into one. Yan ginatawag siya chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Guba ang imo nga lungs usually because of smoking. Okay? And lastly, kung hindi ta maghalong sa COPD, it can lead to lung cancer wherein the lungs will become less functional para makaginhawa ta, i-connect na lang ta sa isa ka system ang ginatawag respirator that will be breathing for us. However, there will come a time when even the respirator cannot anymore let your body function, and by that time, you will surely end life or die. Tuberculosis, ano man yung TB? Ang TB, kung may ara sang germs nga nagabuslot sang imo nga lungs, naga-create sang scar, naga-create sang pilas, that scarring there or that wound there is called as tuberculosis. Ang naga-cause ni bacteria nga kung tawagon Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay. Now, so ang TB ba makalaton? Okay. Kung ara ka 1 meter away from the person that has TB, hindi ka na malatnan kaya ang iya siniya because TB is only contaminated by droplet nuclei sa laway. So kung malabot ka sang laway, kag mahaklo mong laway, malatnan ka TB. Okay? So mask is a very important tool to face TB patient. Ang mas nami sini ko nang TB butangan mo mask, mas safe ang palibot. Okay? Kaysa naman ang nurse ang mamask, ang ibang nga tao sa palibot hindi man gyapon safe. Okay? How about pneumonitis? Pneumonitis is the tendency where your lungs is experiencing pneumonia or there is water in the lungs. So kung may tubig sa lungs, hindi siya kapabutang hangin kaayo, where there is water, there is infection, pwede siya magka-infection, pwede siya magkasakit, pwede nga ang lungs na mapuno sa tubig kung hindi ata makaginhawa. In some scenario, it is very dangerous because it might lead to death. Okay? So pneumonitis is an infection kay there is water inside the lungs na dapat wala sa tubig dito. Kung galing ng tubig sa lungs, pwede nga nagtalang permi, magkakaon kita nagahigda, okay? Magkakaon kita nagahampang, or other tendencies like infection in the bronchi, infection in the alveoli, okay, infection in the lung area. So that causes pneumonitis, which is the presence of pneumonia in our body. Okay. Now, how about smoking? So dire, I will share with you an actual crusade file and the language is Ilonggo. So, hindi makaintindi Ilonggo, translate ko na lang gamay sa English. So, here is the effect of smoking in our body. 5 ka-importante nga dapat mabalaan sa pagpanigarilyo or 5 things you need to know, okay, if you are smoking. Number 1, smoking can lead to lung cancer. and lung cancer has no cure until now. So if you will have a condition of lung cancer because of continuous smoking or continuous abuse of your lungs, okay, which includes vape, okay? Mas delikado pag gani ang vape kay nga the vape is actually holding water vapor in the lungs. And what are we saying earlier? There is no place for water in the lungs because if water is there, pneumonia will happen and pneumonitis will come there until the time that the lung will become dysfunctional. Okay? So lung cancer, wala pa ring lunas. That's why you have to stop smoking and you have to stop vaping because these are two of the leading causes of lung cancer in the world today. Okay? Next. Ang pagpanigarilyo hindi lamang halit sa nagagamit, halit man ini sa wala gagamit. Now we're talking here about secondhand smoking. Ang tawa niyo bala, the person smoking has a filter. Whereas the persons who are just inhaling your secondhand smoke do not have filter but direct smoking to their nose. So they are more at danger than the person who is smoking. So if you do not want to kill people in the society, including your family, smoke somewhere else that you alone will die with your smoking habits. So kumbaga, hindi na magdalahig sa iban. Kaya ikaw yung may filter, sila yung wala filter, haklo, wala nilang tanan, poison man na yapon. So, that is equivalent to homicide. Okay? Genocide. Kaya mga anak mo na so nanamian ka lang, kung gasagi ka sigarilyo, ginahantlok sa mga anak mo, namat-amat mo sila patay. Okay? That's reality. Next. Are. Smoking has a great negative effect on a pregnant person. Do you know that smoking will help deform a baby inside and will cause malformation of the babies inside the body? Okay, let's try to have some example here. Wala. Later on, pero kalaw-ay-law-ay gid. Do wala panit, kay itom-itom sang bata, haluson makaginawa. Imagine, you are penalizing your child nga wala pa kagwa sa chance ang nanay niya. So kung ikaw nanay nga panigarilyo or nanay nga nagahaklo sa second-hand smoke, you are actually deforming, destroying, damaging, and killing the baby in your body. Kung tatay ka, gabulig ka. Kung nanay ka, ikaw gidyang gapatay sa bata sa imo ya nga tiyan. Okay? Now, cigarette is a kind of drug, but it is a commercial and legal drug. No? I am very amused why our Philippine government is running after drug addicts, but they're not running for those who are smoking with cigarettes. They are all drugs. Remember, they are all drugs. Okay? The effect of your drug in your body and the effect of cigarette in your body are just the same. It is killing the lungs, deteriorating the respiratory function, and time will come, people cannot breathe because of the damage the cigarette and drugs do to your body. So how come in the Philippines, how come you legalize a kind of drug that will commercially kill people? Well, the answer is, this is still business. If the government is earning and people are warned, that is enough for the government to say, nag-warn naman kami. Yung mga supot ng sigarilyo, may mga picture na yan dyan kung ano mangyari sa kanila, smoking pa rin sila. Okay? Problem is, they have even commercials on television. So we are commercial. We have advertisements that are cigarette. It's just like advertising drugs also. So, there is no really good protection in an environment that permits smoking and considers drug illegal. I hope someday, somehow, our government will find tendencies to stop smoking. Okay? Smoking is a legal drug that is killing our digestive system. Ano pa? The fastest way for a person to commit death, okay, is for the person not to have fresh air. People can live with weeks without food, days without water, but only seconds without oxygen. So if we still smoke, we still destroy our lungs, we still take drugs, we still inhale this very, okay, especially as in the city, wherein our vehicles are having a lot of carbon monoxide, okay, dali kita magpatay kung ang aton niya ginaputa nga poison sa lawas ta passes through the lungs because remember, a person will live only with seconds or minutes without air. Okay. But for food, it will take weeks. For water, it will take days. Pero hangin, pila lang niya kami no, pwede ka gidya mapatay. Kung hindi ka mangita sang matinlo na hangin nga makasupply sa imo nga lawas. Now, what are the important points that we should do in order to protect our lungs? Number one, survey in cancer. The leading cause of cancer in the Philippines is lung cancer, 43%. Breast cancer is second with 27%. Third is gastric intestinal cancer, the stomach cancers at 20%. And other kinds of cancer, 10%. So imagine almost half of the causes of cancer in the Philippines is smoking. Are you one of them? Kung isa ka mo, stop committing suicide. Stop smoking. Okay? If you are smoking, it is just like you are burning your house. Why? If you are smoking, you are killing your wife, you are killing your children, you are killing your unborn child because smoking affects everyone. Remember, secondhand smoke is more dangerous than the smoker himself was a filter. Next one. Can you see the picture? That is the picture of a child of a smoker, of a smoking mother, or a mother who has a husband who is a smoker. So kung ikaw ang tatay sa bata nga ini, padre di pamilya ka ba or padre di punerarya sa anak? If you do not want your child to suffer before they were born, stop smoking. Okay? If you want to commit suicide on your own, smoke far away. Do not smoke in front of your wife and let your child look like this. Okay. Scan your internet and your Google and you will find more pictures na mas lala pagidiri sa mga pamilya nga may nanay kag tatay nga naga-smoke samtang nagabusong ang ila nga mga asawa. Okay. Smoking can also create what? Mentally retarded children. Imagine mo, hindi pa pinanganak ang anak mo, tumutulong ka na sa pagiging ablok nito. Why? Because the development of a person who lacks air also lets the brain suffer, and the result is they will become mentally challenged, mentally retarded, or they will become people who are not thinking in their age. So nag-aabno na sila, nagakulang-kulang, not because they like it, but because you are smoking and you're destroying your lungs on the process when they are still developing in your wife's womb. Okay? Now, respiratory system is far more complex if we will dig deeper. Kung nantawon nyo gid no mga students, we can really say that the respiratory system is a creation of God. We cannot fathom the depth of God's knowledge and we only discuss a part of it. That's why we look at our lungs. There are many ways that God puts protection nga maski mag-abusat kita, protected ya po ng ating lungs. Okay? And that someday we can ask God things we don't know by now. So mamangkot ka, Lord. No, there are instances na, Lord, why mo ko panigarilyo, nga nga nata-cancer ako sa lungs. Lord, nga nga healthy man ko, pero nga ang lungs ko nakamani. You ask God. about that someday, because in the world we are living now, full of sin, we do not have the exact explanation. But God, if we have faith in Him, someday soon when He will return, we will have all the answers to our question. So for our closing quote this morning, according to George Steinbrenner, winning is the most important thing in my life after breathing first, winning next. So, oo nga naman, kahit panalo ka, kahit champion ka, kung hindi ka humihinga, patay ka pa rin. Kaya tama naman si George. Okay, importante humihinga muna ako. Secondly, manalo ako sa laban sa buhay. Okay? Now, here is my message for you, dear student. Okay? Air is always life, but I would rather equate it with knowledge. Man without knowledge is just like a person who needs air, gasping for air or dying because of compromised air. If we have air, we can freely live life. The saying, if we have knowledge or tried our best to gain it, we will always have leeway in giving life because we will never be fooled or lead astray by others. So, dear students, that ends our lecture in the respiratory system. Okay? May I see the next few slides? Oh, that's the end of our lecture. Okay, and thank you very much for uh, considering lecture number 7. Again, we have not had our lecture in physical because Mr. Gonzaga, as of this moment, is already preparing himself for an orthopedic checkup because of the pain in his shoulder and clavicular area. Now, a few reminders before I will end my class. Number one, dear students, you are now spend the remaining time of the class in already starting your prose output, okay? The final exam requirement found in the last part of your green book. Okay, by Wednesday, you should have already the sickness or the title of your prose output. I will get that before the exam will start. Okay? And on Wednesday, please don't forget, we will have our written exam during class time. So 10:30 to 12, the venue will be announced. If there will be an announced venue, then we will have it at our classroom. Okay? So again, exam will push through on Wednesday. I'm hoping if you can bring pencils with you and ball pen also so that it will be easy for you to answer the examinations. Now, deadline for the final exam requirement, the prose output, it is stated in your GC. Please check your GC. Okay? And also, the remaining class activities, class lectures, and class meetings that we have, and all the remaining contact with Mr. Gonzaga was also posted in your GC. Please be updated by the things that are being shared at your GC. So God bless everyone. See you on Wednesday for our exam. The coverage of the exam, of course, is all the lectures tackled except for lecture 1, 2, and 3, which were already taken in the first exam. So again, all lectures tackled except for lectures 1, 2, and 3. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So please prepare for the exam this coming Wednesday. God bless everyone. And thank you for understanding my predicament that I cannot have my physical class. I hope you will listen to this online lecture, and I hope you will have enjoyment and good time and simple understanding moments in this lecture. This is once again Sir Noy Gonzaga saying, make use of your time intellectually and always have activities good for your health. Thank you for attending our class today.